we have another bus class, and this bus is a new category of spellings. We're going to think of this category as our buddy vowels. And the reason we think of them as buddy vowels is because they are two ways to spell the very same sound. So these two buddies represent the same sound. Here's another set of buddies. These two spellings represent the same sound, so another set of buddies. Here's a third set of buddies. These two spellings represent the same vowel sound, so another set of buddies. This last set of vowels are a little different in that they make two different sounds. And that's why this has one dot and this has two. You don't need to remember those dots. They are simply reminding you that those have two different sounds. But they go together because they're both spelled the same. And so we will put them on our buddy bus. All right, let's unload our buddy bus. Here's two ways to spell the same sound. Tell your teacher if you have an idea of what the sound might be. The sound represented by AU and AW is ah. When I say ah, is my mouth smiling? Has that chin dropped and my mouth is wide open? Or has the chin come up and my mouth is circular? It's dropped, hasn't it? So where should it go? Right down here. Two other ways to spell the ah sound. Isn't that great? 3 ways to spell ah. Let's take a look at our next set of buddies. 2 ways to spell the same sound. Tell your teacher if you have an idea what these 2 sounds are, or one sound is. These stand for the sound of ow. Did your mouth have 1 shape or 2 when we said ow? If they had 2 shapes, where do we have to deliver them? To a taxi. So we're going to put ow right here. 2 ways to spell ow. Get that fixed. Here's 2 more buddies, 2 ways to spell the same sound. Tell me, or tell your teacher, if you have a sound in mind for these. These stand for oi. Oi. Does oi have 1 mouth shape or 2? Oi. It has 2 mouth shapes, doesn't it? So our final taxi. 2 ways to spell the oi sound. Our last 2, tell your teacher if you have a sound in mind for oo. Some of you might have said ooh. Oftentimes we think of ooh when we see oo. When I say ooh, what shape is my mouth? Smiling, wide open, a circle? It's like a circle, isn't it? So let's go up Circle Hill and decide where ooh lives. O, ooh. Where do you think it belongs? O, ooh. Right at the top of Circle Hill. The other sound that oo can represent is that that where we scooped our lips out and we pretended we got hit in the stomach. And it belongs on Circle Hill as well. O, ooh. We've delivered 3 categories of vowel sounds. One was the sound category where we had our 5 vowel letters A, E, I, O, and U. Without what's your name E, they had their sounds, I, E. Another category of spellings where we had A, E, I, O, U again, but this time there was an E with the A. And then we had our buddy vowels, those that have 2 ways of being spelled, our ah, our ow, and our oi. Now we're going to look at our final category of spellings, and these belong in the rBus. I would like you to think once again, what are the 5 vowel letters that are always vowels? Say them with me. A, E, I, O, and U. But this time, what do you notice is with each of those vowel letters? Well, we notice there's an R with each of them, and that's why we have the rBus category. Well, as we look our town over, it looks pretty full. There doesn't seem to be any place for these R vowels to move. So when you have a town that gets kind of big, adding to our story here, oftentimes we'll build an apartment building. So we're actually going to build a place for our R vowels. And we'll put an apartment building right here in the background of our vowel town. And in our apartment building, we see the letter R. There are 3 floors. The top floor is around the curve of the R. And our story is going to be that on this floor around the curve live 3 sisters. Do you hear that sound? There are 3 ways to spell E-R, I-R, and U-R. On the bottom floor, by the door, is the sound of or, and that's spelled O-R. Every apartment needs a manager, and the manager of this R apartment is Mr. R, and this is how he spells his name. All right, so another little trick, another mnemonic to help you remember some information. So we're going to pretend that the R vowels, those letters that have an R with them, live where? In the apartment building. The apartment building has 3 floors. The top floor is around a curve, and that's where we have our 3 sisters, and their sounds are On the middle floor is our apartment manager, whose name is R, Mr. R. And on the bottom floor, by the door, is OR. Now, class, you have a spelling for all of the vowel sounds in the English language. There are a few more spellings to learn, but we'll learn those along the way. These are the ones that will really get you started. Let's wrap our lesson up by saying each vowel sound with me, and then you and your teacher will talk about what we've created. Are you ready? Let's start up here. What shape will our mouth be? A smile shape. Will those teeth be close together or far apart? Close together. So you've got what's your name, E, helping you think of that first sound. What is it? Yeah, it's E. And now our mouth is ready for the top 3 smiles. I'll do them first. You do them after me. Ready? E, I, E. You do that. Think of this sound. E is making the vowel say its name. When you say that A sound, your mouth is ready for the bottom 3 smiles. Watch me first. A, You do it. Good job. Now we'll drop our mouth. What shape will it be? Will the chin be up or way down? We want that chin down as far as it can go. Ah, ah, ah. 3 ways to spell ah. Then what happens to your chin? Does it stay down? It goes up. So that chin comes up, and what shape does your mouth get? In a little circle. So let's say our circle sounds. You know this first one because you can figure it out. O, oo. Good job. Let's say our 2 taxis. I, you. Let's say our other 2 taxis. Ow, ow. Oi, oi. Good job.